Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I have been playing with the Framed Florets set that's coming available in November for customers, and I just kind of wanted to do a quick run through of what will be available in November, and then we're going to go ahead and make some cards. Okay, so the suite that's going to be available in November is going to have the Framed Florets stamp set, the Framed Florets dies, and this is also going to be available, these two items, in the January through June mini catalog. The stuff that's also going to be available with this bundle is going to be this Framed and Festive. So this has a stamp set. It's red rubber. This one is photopolymer, but this is the red rubber stamps. And these are a whole bunch of Christmas greetings. Great to have in your stamp stash for Christmas cards that can be used year by year. You will also get, if you choose to get the whole suite, these beautiful gold embellishments. Got like a swirl to them. They're really neat. And then I will show you the paper pack that also will be available in November. I know I've shown you on a previous video, but this paper pack is so pretty. So we have that one. That one, this one could also be a Christmas background. This beautiful one. This one, this can be, I could turn this into a Christmas one too, like a blue winter. That's beautiful. We're gonna have to do something with that. This piece also could be a Christmas one. You could color in the berries red. And then this one, and this, there's a die that cuts out this floral motif right here. So you could cut these ones out with the dies and then fussy cut the rest of them and have embellishments or floral images to add to your cards. Let's look at the back. This really pretty green gingham. This pretty pink. Evening Evergreen and Balmy Blue pattern, soft sea foam, Blushing Bride, and Balmy Blue. So it's a really beautiful paper pack. Now the paper, the embellishments, and this set right here that's going to be available with this bundle is only while supplies last in November. So I wouldn't wait if you want to get this set. I would jump on as soon as it's available and get the set. Now the dies, I did kind of a sheet just to help me. This is the first time I did this, just to kind of help me with design. And I colored in the stamped images that come in this set here and colored them in and I have a little thing down here that just shows the markers that come in the colors. Let me see. The colors that are in this paper is Balmy Blue, Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Evening Evergreen, Night of Navy, Polished Pink, and Soft Succulent. I think that the two colors that don't come in markers are Blushing Bride and Crushed Curry, but all the others do, and I have those. So I have those down there with their lights and their darks, just so I can see what the color palette is, so I kind of can play with the color. The die that cuts this out cuts this and this oval. The one that cuts this out cuts this and this out. And then there's a die that cuts just the hearts. To get this oval in here, I use the die that cut these two pieces out. And then there's some pretty dies for some plant cutouts that are really pretty to use. Okay, so we're gonna make and I'll show you another my samples after we're done, but we're gonna make a fairly simple card. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of white cardstock. This is the 4¼ by 11, and you're going to score it at 5½. And then this piece is 4 by 5¼ for this here. And then you will need each of these pieces. Now, the pieces, to get these pieces, you are going to need to use this die and this die so that you get this edge and this oval. You'll get a smaller oval you can save for later from this die, and then you'll get this that you can save for later from that die. So I cut it in white and pink. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to stamp. Well, first I'll go ahead and attach this onto this card base. Move this out of the way. All right. So we're going to attach this to the card base. And I just wanted to do a really simple, really pretty card with this set. I'm having a lot of fun with this set, and I'm getting a lot of inspiration and ideas just playing with it. Okay, so that is attached. Now, the other thing I have done is I have used my die to cut this floral image out, and I fussy cut 2 little leaves to use right here out of the paper. The rest of this are the stamped images that I colored using the various greens. This is in soft sea foam, this is soft sea foam, light and dark, and a little bit of evening evergreen as well in there. So we're going to use those elements on the card. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to stamp my greeting. And I'm going to stamp for a special person on a special day. And since this is photopolymer, you are going to need a little foam mat to stamp on. It stamps better. It does stamp a little bit better with that. So I'm going to grab my Memento ink and get this inked up. Okay, that inked up, and I'm going to put this more towards the top. All right, and just let that sit a minute so it can soak in into the card. All right, there we go. We've got our stamped image, and now we're ready to assemble the card. Okay, so just gonna clean this off really quick. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this piece to this oval before I attach it to the card. So I'm just going to take my glue, my Monotombo glue. Just kind of go around the edge there. And I'm going to grab my silicone mat. And kind of get this placed as best I can on here so that it's centered. And the oval is placed where it needs to be. There we go. All right. So there is that. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach this to the card. And I'm not going to be lifting any of these up on this card. I'm just going to do just flat gluing on here. I'm going to try to more towards the top, but try to center it. Make sure my sentiment is straight. Move that up just a little. That looks good. Okay, so now we're going to place our floral image, and I'm not going to glue the whole thing because I'm going to want to tuck things under. So I think I'm just going to do it like that. I'm going to put some right there. Okay, and then I'm going to take my colored leaf piece, just kind of shove that under there. And then I'm going to take this piece here and put a little glue on it and put that right under there. And then this one. This is such a fun set to be able to build on with all these little pieces. Okay, then I'm going to take this one, go right here, and then this last one here, stick right about there. Okay, so now I have these two pieces that I've cut out of that paper, and I'm just going to add them I think do I want this one to go there? Yeah, let's do that there like that. And then that one right there. Okay, so there is our very simple, beautiful card using this Framed Florets dies. Now I'm going to show you my sample that I'm going off of for this. And here's this one. I did it in blue. I didn't fussy cut any. This is all stamped and colored images. I used a white piece here and then the gold, and then I heat embossed with black, and I just added some up there. I didn't want to add anything there because I thought this was busy enough as it was, but a very simple, beautiful card. You could always add a little wink of Stella or something like that. And I didn't do anything on the inside of this one. I am using thick basic white, so I figured that's enough, and that is just pretty as it is. Okay, so the next card, we're gonna step it up a little bit, and this one's gonna be a little bit different. So I took the die that does these hearts. I didn't cut out the oval though, but I just did the hearts. And then I have the same pieces, the white and the pink, same size cardstock and pink base. So we have this, and the hearts are gonna just pop out right there on that card base. So we're gonna go ahead and attach this to the card base. And I did save these little hearts. We can use these hearts to help decorate. And I could add them to that if I wanted a little bit more. I just have a little canister that I've saved my hearts in. And you can also use them if you're gonna do like a shaker card. Okay. Good way to get embellishments is save some of these shaped pieces that get cut out from die cuts. And I'm just doing a little bit around here just to make sure I get good coverage. And then I'm going to go ahead and place this on the card base. pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and stamp my greeting on here again, and for this one I'm going to use Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday. Use my Memento ink. Place this on the pad. Having so much fun with this set. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stamp this. Still more towards the top. Give that a minute to soak in. There we go. Clean that stamp set off. And then put this back in here. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to attach this white piece to this pink part here. Oops. And just go around the edge. And I think this time I'm just going to flip it around so I can center it on this oval a little bit better. There we go. That's good. And then I'm just going to glue this flat right there. Whoops. Okay, that looks pretty centered to me. Okay, now I am gonna pop up my floral image. Now this is also one that I colored, but I'm gonna just pop it up right there so that I can tuck my other pieces under here. So I'm gonna do the little ones, I think. Grab my mini dimensionals. And I'm not going to take this off yet so that I can just see where I need to. I might just go ahead and add this here first, because I know I'm going to need some at the bottom here. There we go. Okay, so this piece I'm going to add there. And I'm going to go ahead and add these pieces before I attach this. And I'm probably going to put more dimensionals on it, but it's just giving me an idea right now while I'm placing everything. There's that. And then, let's see, I kind of want, okay, so then this, I want that there. But I don't want it to cover up the words. This there. And this one there. Yeah. So I think just to make sure, I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of my dimensionals and stick this down because I'm moving it everywhere. One in the center. Okay. So remove the backing paper from all these. And what I do sometimes, just to get, let's see, right there looks good. So that I have a lot of these, I actually have a little box off to the side here that I've done a lot of die cutting of these pieces here, and I stamped a bunch of the various images that are in there and just spent some time coloring on a whole sheet and then die cut them all out. So that way I had them ready for when I want to do these cards. Okay, so we're going to get that put in there. Okay, so for this one, and part of this is going to be kind of free floating. There we go. I'm just going to hold that down a minute and make sure it sticks. And then we're going to attach the sleeve. I'm going to grab my tweezers. I need to refill this with some more Tombow glue. Okay. Stick that in there and hold that down. Okay. Now, to make this even more frilly, I think this is such a beautiful frilly card, I'm going to add some of this glittered organza ribbon, and we're going to make a bow here. So let's tie a bow. And I'll list the products I'm using below so that you can find them. Okay. Okay, so now I'll grab my scissors. Cut this down, and the same thing for that, kind of cut that down. And then grab a glue dot. And put that right on the top of this oval. Oh my gosh, I love this card. Okay, so I don't normally make anything this floofy, I guess, but it's so pretty. All right, so there's the card we made with the pink, and I used polished pink for that pink. And here is my sample. I did one in blue with adding the pink, and I did the gold rim and the white background instead with the heart cutouts. You just can't see it as well, probably on camera, maybe you can a little bit. But added some of these colored pieces and these white die cut pieces with that beautiful bow. All right, so there is a couple of cards with that Framed Florets suite that's coming available in November. And I am in preparation. I have a Christmas card planned that I'm going to show you. It's a tiny bit of a fun fold, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.